Hey, everybody. So, on this special episode, episode 255 of Productive Conversations, we're going to ask the biggest questions of the internet, the biggest questions of our world that are culturally significant, that are important for life. Maybe they're existential, maybe they're not. But we're going to ask the questions and we're going to answer the ones that everybody's trying to figure out in this world. So this is the first ever questions podcast. How about that? Joining us on this one is Ryan Page, Jose Rivera, and Kevon Cowan. What's up, gentlemen?
What's
How's
up?
it going, everybody?
So we're going to have the task of asking and answering these big questions for the community of the internet. I know it is a big responsibility. It is something that it's a very daunting task, but I know we could do it.
The community of the internet. That's a big old community. But yeah, let's go for it.
That's vast.
Let's do it. So I know it's big, but somebody has to answer these questions, right? So let's do it. All right, let's begin, guys. Like I said, these questions are all what people are asking on Reddit and Twitter/X. And I've heard these questions on podcasts. I've heard these questions when you're out at the bar or dinner or the brewery or at a game and a concert. These questions we have been trying to figure out, and now we will give the perspective that everybody needs. So let us do it. The first question I have to ask all of us, the first question to start it off, is there such thing as a bad texter? I say no, there isn't. So let's be real. We're so attached to our phones, like every single one of us. Unless you're truly an enigma, your phone is on you. You know who's answering you. You know who's texting you. You know who's sending you a DM. You know who's calling you. Whether it's a potential romantic interest, whether it's a potential lustful interest, whether it's a friend or an enemy or a family member, we know when people hit us up. And it's up to us as the individual if we want to reply back or how we want to reply back. That's my perspective on it. So I don't think there's such thing as a bad texter. Do you guys?
I mean, yeah, of course there is.
No comment. No, just kidding.
If you get a text message, yeah, and then you're like, and you just don't respond for like 3 days, you're right, Matt. That's your prerogative. You could absolutely say, I don't need to respond to this person today or tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. That doesn't make you a good texter. You're just okay with being a bad texter. You basically just described the bad texter and said, but it's okay. And that's fine. I agree with you there. You don't have to be good at texting, but there's clearly a good and a bad. And I mean, people who don't respond, that's probably, right up there on the list of the bad texters, my opinion anyway.
Go ahead, Kevon.
Well, my thoughts on it is because like Matt said, like you're always on your phone. Like people are always glued to, like people don't go anywhere without their phone. So I know your phone is on you, and I know you see the message. So like for example, someone texts me and or I text someone and they don't respond. I'm like, and it's been like what, 2-3 days. Like I know you saw it. Like at this point, you're a ghost. You're dead to me. At this point, you might as well have gotten kidnapped because I know you saw the message.
Right, which is why like you're a bad texter. You can't do right away. Like if you can't.
Exactly.
Of course there's bad texters, and I'm talking about all the dicks that left me on red, and you know who you all are, right? If I needed help or whatever, and you left me on red, go F yourselves. But of course there is.
I think this is Matt saying that he doesn't want to have to respond to people right away, and he's trying to use his platform here to like normalize being a bad texter.
Well, let me say something for anybody.
It's like DMs on. It's like DMs on Instagram. You know how they like you could totally, if you have an iPhone, you can totally see the message without going in the message, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can leave it unread, but you just want to be a dick and go in the message and leave it read and not respond. No one that can see it, you seen it. You a bad texter, you a bad messenger, you a bad friend, you a bad lover, you bad at everything.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think we could agree in the bad texting, there's categories to this. Like, is there a bad texter if you're trying to get to know someone romantically or lustfully? Or obviously like your friends if you need a favor from somebody and they don't respond or whatever. I'm sure that definitely plays a role in this, don't you think? And also,
No, because
No, I think the core competency is the same for each group. Do you respond in a reasonable manner to the person you're talking to? I don't think it matters.
oh no, we got a frozen situation. Ryan, you still there? Jose, Kevon. All right, guys. Let's hold off really quick.
How does the
message
host
everybody I
leave?
left already.
All right, guys. So we paused
How
for
the
a
host
second,
left.
but it looks like we're back. I paused the recording, so
We just assumed that you went to go text everybody you left on red.
Yeah, exactly.
that's funny. You know, for anybody who knows me, and yes, I will admit this is depending on the situation, I respond very quickly.
No, you do. That's why it's so
Mm.
weird that you're like in on this. No such thing as a bad texter. I would
I'm
not
really
offend you
asking
this
for
way.
the various people in my life, you know.
No,
If
they're bad
it's
texters.
some are good, some are bad, some I understand, like especially knowing who they are, or somebody like I'm trying to get to know romantically, or you know, in a talking zone and stuff like that. And that really brings us to the next question, and I guess it's a two-parter, but does reply time matter? Does it matter? Again, is this more of a situation? You know, what am I replying to? But does reply time matter in texting?
I mean,
Well,
yeah, but within reason, I would say. Like, I mean, so me and Matt, obviously, we text all the time about this show and just other stuff offline, pop culture stuff. But like, I'm married, and so like sometimes at night, I'm not, during the day I'm responding because it's just work. But at night, like it'll be like 20, 30, 45 an hour. Sometimes depending on what I'm doing that night, right? Because I've got people here, I've got stuff here. And so like, yes, it matters. Like at some point it becomes ridiculous, I would say. Like again, if you've gotten into like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and it was like especially a simple question like, hey, what's up? Like I feel like you gotta if you wait 3 hours, your response better be like pretty good. Like, oh my god, I lost my phone somewhere. I don't know. I don't even know what you would say, because it would sound fake no matter what. But yeah, reply time matters within reason. I would say.
Go ahead, Kevon.
Well, for me personally, I think if the person really cares about you enough as a friend, or like whether that's romantic or just like casual, they're gonna respond to you. Like they're just pretty much saying you're not priority. Like they have better things than to like respond to you. So like I feel like that out of like courtesy, at least like let them know like you can't like really talk now. That you'll get back to them later. Let don't just like freaking don't respond or like try to like prolong the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, repeat the question one more time.
Does reply time matter?
Okay, this is the R-rated part of the show. Of course it does, because if I'm sexting and my penis is hard and I have it in my hand and I'm waiting for a picture to come reply, I ain't waiting a half hour. You know what I'm saying? I only can hold it for so long. Or if I'm interested in a girl and I'm trying to like holler at a girl, whatever, and in the beginning stages, they're texting right away. They ain't leaving me on red, or they're not leaving me wait 10 minutes. They're texting me as soon as possible. It just shows that they're interested or not. Keep it moving. But it's like like I said, it depends on the situation. Like if I text Kevon, hey, gym tomorrow, like, we're gonna go work out tomorrow, he can text me 3 hours. I can give two shits. But
Right. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, it depends on who you're talking. Like, what's happening.
Yeah, like
obviously.
so
But-
if we're in the category of this is the text, if this is the relationship situationship type category on reply time. Yeah, I do think you're right, Jose, on that.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
but-
I'm gonna TMI. Well, I had a sexting situation yesterday, so I know how this fucking flows. All right, So if this chick would have left me on red, or like I send her a video and she don't send me a video back in like 30 minutes, I'm ready ghost the chick. I'm on to the next one.
Now your pictures are on Pornhub.
Pornhub. You can go find me on Tinder. I'm on a Bumble. Come see me.
Come see me.
At Jose.
Dang.
Yeah, I do think that in this sense that it matters, Ryan doesn't have to worry about it, but as we're seeing what we want out there. Yeah, the reply time at least shows some interest. You don't have to be on them every single second, but if in a relatively good time, I think you're in a good place usually. And if the conversation's lively, because I'm sure we've texted people, if we're specifically talking about, like girls in this situation, that we've texted people that I want to keep talking to and some I don't. And I'm sure the happens with me. Some people want to text me quickly and some wanted to take their time, and either or is fine. That's the part of the vibe we're trying to find, right?
Great.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the naughty photos too, you would like to hope that's, I guess, in this sense of a generational thing, in a relatively manner, assuming everybody is consenting, of course, and do it on Snapchat.
Course. Well,
I could see that being problematic if that one probably needs to be an active participant in the conversation. Waiting 3 hours for a response to that would be pretty disheartening, I would have to imagine.
Disheartening, and I'm already knocked out. I'm already in bed. So it's like on to the
Dude.
But if any ladies up in here listening to this podcast right now want to send me some pictures, go find me on Snapchat. Go ask Matt. He'll be more than happy to send a name to y'all.
Do you want to put your plug your socials real quick?
I don't even know what they are, to be honest.
You don't know what they are. Okay, text me then if you need it.
I'll text it and then put it on the what's the name
in the description of the video.
On the description below. Right.
Yes,
description below.
Or hit up at Matt Brown 300 on Instagram, and
you got
I'll relay the message.
There you go. Just
play the middleman,
or just send it to Matt, and then Matt will bring it to me. Either or.
I would love to do that. I would love to help there. So the next thing I'm going to ask is pretty privilege real?
Absolutely.
Yes. If you're pretty and good looking in this world, is your life better and people will bend over backwards for you? There are people I actually saw. I read this whole Reddit thread today about people who don't think that's true. And then obviously it is. I mean, come on, it is. We see how different we act as human beings? We're around people who are very attractive. Right?
I kind of disagree on that, unless it's like
really.
Yeah, trust me, I don't give a shit how pretty you are. If I have no fucking shot, excuse my language, if I have no shot with you, I give two shits if you're Jennifer Lopez or Izzo. It doesn't fucking really matter to me. It ain't like I'm gonna get laid. Now, if it was a girl I'm getting laid and Jennifer Lopez, I'm taking the girl that's getting laid. I'll open the door. I'll buy her some flowers. Maybe go get her a Kit Kat bar at the grocery store. Romantic
maybe.
shit.
The question was, is pretty privilege real, Jose?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
it's not. If it's not, because if it's pretty and I'm not getting, if I have no chance getting laid, I'm not gonna give you that pretty privilege. So for me, it's a no.
I think people who are more conventionally attractive do have an easier time in some scenarios. Like they do have easier social interactions. People tend to try and help them out. Again, this is coming from someone who doesn't have that privilege.
No, really?
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Wow, Jose, you're supposed to be on my side, co-host of the wrestling podcast.
I think you get all the pretty privilege.
No, I don't. Here's what it is, Jose. This is actually true. I sometimes have to just think about, because obviously I'm married, I'm in a happy relationship. I just have to think like, wow, how funny must I be that someone married me? Like,
they want to spend the rest of their life with you.
Someone's like, you're funny enough to spend forever with, because the other stuff's, the body, the pretty privilege is not there. But so I will say, yeah, I do think it's like a thing, but I don't know how. I feel like there's limits. I feel like when people talk about this, they feel like if you're attractive enough, like no bad things will happen to you, and I think that's just objectively not true. Like I think people tend to like you more. People tend to try and like socialize with you more. So like you get better opportunities perhaps. But like at the end of the day, if you're really bad at everything you do, it doesn't really matter if you're pretty. like you need to have some core competency to justify yourself. So I want to say yes, I do think it's real, but I think it's overhyped. In my opinion, I think that for the most part, whether you're pretty or not, like either you're a good person or a bad person, either people like you or they don't. Like it helps on the margins, but like no one's walking around through life like it's a cakewalk because they're conventionally attractive, and no one is like the nicest person ever, but everyone's like, nah, I hate that guy because they're ugly. Like it's there's only so much the way you look like factors into your personality. Yeah, like your
bullies do
personality.
that.
Yeah, your personality has to play the majority role, not just your physical appearance.
Right. You know, that's this when you see there's this movement right now where we see a lot of people with let's be blunt, there are a lot of ugly dudes with some very attractive women, and it is the confidence and the making them laugh.
I don't know if it's a movement thing. Also,
I
this
don't
is
know.
now the second of 4 hosts on this show who have just been like, "Yeah, Ryan, you are ugly, but at least you're funny."
No,
The
I don't
ugly-
think
That's
tell
to
you
go
something,
off
guys.
on the wrestling show because it's Jose and Matt so far.
Pretty
I don't
privilege
think
has been a thing for centuries. It's been a thing for centuries.
I don't
Like
think the ugly dudes get the pretty. The ugly dudes get the pretty girls because of their personality. It's how much the freaking fat their wallets are.
yeah, that's very good point. Money makes you more handsome.
Sure,
Oh.
but again, I think you're discounting the personality because I have no money either.
Yeah, she really loves you.
Oh,
So,
See,
you know,
true
just
love
saying.
is real.
True love is real, kids.
I also think pretty privilege is definitely a thing in the workplace, like especially corporate. Like I really do believe that if you look at a bunch of candidates for a job, their looks are a huge factor.
I mean,
Hot take.
realistically, I totally agree with you because if I was a boss of a Fortune 500 company, I want the sweetest ass in front of me. Like secretary, you could be the dumbest. You could be the dumbest chick in the world. You went to community college, didn't graduate. If you got a fat ass and big tits, you hired.
I need to
I'll
know.
just make.
So one, I would love to hear the business plan Jose comes up with for whatever his Fortune 500 business. And two, I have a feeling that Jose is going to be putting some of the texting advice into use later because his head is in a spot and it's there, it's locked in.
I'm just being honest, man. If I was like at a law firm or whatever, all sexy chicks, no dudes.
I will say, I think there's a spot for charisma, and I think that a lot of times, if you're like more conventionally attractive, you're more confident, so you can be a little bit more charismatic in your interaction. Right. So I think part of it is a little bit self-fulfilling. I mean, maybe for like the interviews, like you're saying, if you're just looking at people's pictures or whatever, but like in the workspace, I feel like if you've got more of a presence, you're more of like a known quantity, you've got a charisma, like that's the people who get promoted. That's the people who get like brought in on stuff. And I think that a lot of times it ends up being the more attractive people conventionally because they just have confidence in themselves, like in general. Right. So I don't know if it's like per se because they're pretty. I just think that because they're conventionally attractive, they have this other quality of, you know, less insecurity, and that makes them more effective at like networking and like kind of working with other people and getting like promoted or whatnot.
Yeah, Kevon, and once the combo started, you said right away it's real. What else do you have to add with this?
No, I believe it's. I have to disagree with what Ryan just said because it's been a thing for like centuries. Guys, because if you think about it, even like for example the Vikings, they would all whenever they would like plunder or pillage a city or a village or something, they would always the pretty women would be saved. Everyone else, women and children, men, women, children, they would kill them, and then the pretty women they would keep them alive.
Well, yeah, but that's a little different. That's then, keeping them as like baby vessels.
I'm going back. I'm going way back, and I'm giving an example. But it's people tend to gravitate more towards people who are more attractive. It's always been like that, and like that's why in like Eastern Europe they have like all these like really like people always say like all these Eastern European, why are they all so attractive? because that for centuries that's what
They
would happen.
kidnapped all the hot people.
Exactly. And then because whenever they would go to a village, they would kill and like rob and kill everybody, and they would just keep all the attractive people.
That
and, like,
really does
now,
make a lot
in
of
like
sense.
the modern world, in media, in like in the workplace, like Matt said, even like when you watch a meteorologist, like you always see like an attractive woman, right? Is she always
Usually.
going to be like
And Jim
smart?
Cantore.
Exactly. And whenever they try to advertise like cars or like alcohol, who do they put there? It's always the attractive people. So in a sense, it does get you you do have an easier life. And if I'm going to use myself an example for instance, like whenever I go to like Starbucks, I literally don't even have to pay for it. I've been like going to my local Starbucks for months, and I've never had to pay for it.
Here you go, Kevon.
Well, my broke ass always pays for Starbucks. So.
So like that's another example, but in a sense, it does actually make your life easier. It's sad, like people like it's in a way it's kind of sad, like people don't actually have to know your personality. They'll just like, but that's just how we are as humans. It's human nature to like gravitate to like conventional people who are more conventionally attractive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do think there's some valid points there, and clearly in a historical sense, and now it's just we're just shallow human beings like that at the end of the day, really, for our looks.
Well, I learned something new. All the chicks in Norway are butt ugly. Thanks.
Oh no!
Ooh, hot take.
I did for our Norway viewers out there.
That
is
is
Jose's
not
view,
true.
not mine.
Yeah, for our Norwegian viewers.
Just remember, all my Norway bitches. Kevon
I don't
just
know
said
what
you
Jose's
ugly as
talking
hell.
I don't know what he's talking about. That's not true.
The Vikings didn't choose you, so.
Oh, I like you know, somebody. I have this funny question just to end this, and then we'll go to something else. Is I told you this guy, I show Ryan, cuss creep. Again, I don't know why he wants to be known as creep, but growing on TikTok in his advice column, somebody asked him, "Why do pretty girls be so boring?" And this is his answer. And just tell me if you agree. Stupid phone. All right, here we go. This is Cuss Creep answering why do pretty girls be so boring?
All right, now quick lesson. If damn near everybody you came across wanted to fuck you, would you really care if people didn't find you entertaining?
Do you agree with that? If people wanted to fuck you, if you're so attractive, people wanted to fuck you, do you care if you're entertaining to other people?
That's hard.
That's
I mean,
so
I
true.
would personally, but I've also never been that attractive, so I've always needed to be entertaining. So I just might be ingratiated into the society where you got to make them laugh. If they're not laughing, they don't love you. So I don't know what it would be like to be in that position. So I'm going to say yes. I'd still want to be entertaining, but I'm owning now that could just be something deeply ingrained in me from my own personal life, where I'm not an attractive girl.
Yeah, so Jose, it seems like you agreed with him. You just said,
Damn fucking right. When I go on a date, I ain't worrying about if they're having fun or not. I'm worrying about what's gonna happen at the end of the night. Fuck that.
Ladies, make less than 30 minutes tonight, ladies who are listening.
Yeah,
Jose needs this. Jose needs this.
Damn right.
All right. I'm gonna do a music question for you guys. Is it okay to listen to Nickelback? I think Nickelback has great music. I'll be on the record. I don't know where this trend went on the internet where you could hate on them, but I think they make good records.
Okay. First of all, are you okay, Matt? Do you need
okay.
help?
It's a good. They're a good band.
I don't want you to jump off the window, like you know what I mean, on top of the house. Okay.
What?
Because I like Nickelback.
Fucking Nickelback, all y'all depressed fucks.
I mean, I'll say I don't like Nickelback that much, but I don't care if you like Nickelback. Not just you, Matt.
According to the internet.
The internet has all kinds of views that are wrong. So I don't think it's a problem to like Nickelback. They're not like they're fine.
Is the show stock gonna go down because I said Nickelback's a good band?
Hold on. Nickelback. The problem is if you like Nickelback, you're soft as shit.
That's
That's
okay.
it.
mean,
You can be
I
soft.
mean-
People can be soft.
You're soft emotional. You're the guy that's gonna cry in the corner if you watch the Titanic. Like, no, you're a grown man.
You don't hear
Okay.
"How Do You Remind Me," and you're not like, "This is an anthem of the 2000s."
Yeah, but who?
It is an emotional song.
This is how you remind.
I don't really
Yeah.
pay attention. I never really paid attention to the.
But why would I listen to that? Why do I want to remind about you, or you remind about me, or whatever? It's over. It's over. Like, keep it moving. On to the next one. Like, I got no time to remember this shit.
What do you think? Yeah.
Kevon, you could totally Kevin on his bicycle and his skateboard. Kevin's listening to Nickelback.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you a
I had
Nickelback
a
fan?
phase,
Or?
all right. I had a Nickelback phase.
Everyone.
Nickelback phase. I won't say I had a phase, but I mean, I will have a few songs saved, and if they're on, I'm not going to skip. And I will be on the record, not for any reason of ridicule, but just to say there are some good songs. I think they have.
Whoever
some
says
good
they don't
tracks.
like Nickelback is lying. Let's just be honest.
I hate
Wow.
Nickelback. I swear to God.
I don't hate them, so I'm not.
They
there's no
sell
judgment
out.
on
They
that.
sell out. I saw just a recent
Yeah,
video
be
last
honest.
week.
You're right. They sell out bars now. They don't want to sell out arenas. They don't go to bars.
They play at the county fair instead of
They
Madison Square
play at
Garden.
they play at Toad's place in New Haven, not fucking XL.
And they're not an up and coming band at Toad's Space.
No,
either.
they're
I
the
saw
ones who
B.O.B.
I
at
love-
Toad's place one time.
Yeah, right. Nickelback, buy one get one free. That's how they get everybody in. That's how they pack the places. Sometimes
I
they
think
offer
it's
you free
fun.
beer.
I think it's fine to like Nickelback. I do think you're right, Jose. Their songs are rather emotional by and large, which is okay. Sometimes you got to feel your feelings.
That's why I'm always driving. Make sure nobody puts some Nickelback shit in my car.
You know, Ryan, I remember. I feel like I went in a car like with your parents once, and you had a Nickelback album in there, like in the 4th grade.
A Nickelback album? No.
Yeah, I swear to God. Oh, you're denying it. You don't want. You don't
No,
want
I
the
just
Nickelback-
because in 4th grade it would have been my parents' CDs. Like
or
I just
whatever. Maybe it
cannot
was
see,
middle school. I remember.
I
I don't.
cannot see my mom or dad having bought a Nickelback album. But
I
I mean,
remember a Nickelback album in your presence. I just remember.
I mean, maybe, but definitely. I mean, so like there would definitely be songs that we would keep on. Like you said, you don't skip every Nickelback song, but an
Matt-
album, I don't know about that.
Man, I have a funny feeling back in the day, you had some Nickelback posters on your wall in your bedroom.
No, I had
Man,
Linkin
had
Park
the-
posters.
What's it called? What's the one with the car? That's
Yeah.
the Nickelback poster. The one with the car down the road.
Look at this graph.
Kevin got the Nickelback poster with the lyrics. You remind me.
With the lyrics.
Oh man, that's a good one. When somebody holds the door for you and they don't say thank you, is it okay to call them out? I think it did. It literally happened to me at the gas station this morning.
Whoa.
You
I was
mean when
pissed.
you hold the door for them?
When I hold the door for them and they don't say
Gotcha.
thank you, that pisses me off. It really does. Like, come
You know
on,
what,
you can't just say thank you.
Yeah,
That shit doesn't really. That don't even bother me really.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
You know what makes me more mad? If I open the door for them, they crop dust me on their way in. That will piss me off. But other than that, I'm good.
I mean, minus the crop dusting bit. Let Jose own that one. I'll say, like, if I hold the door for someone, like, I'm doing it to be nice. They don't need to be nice back. They're under no obligation. So I don't care if they. I mean, most people do say thank you, but like I don't care if folks don't say thank you when I hold.
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty much the same. It's
Hell
whatever.
no. If you go to the gym and I'm calling out all y'all Planet Fitness and Neuro, I'm gonna open that damn door and y'all acting like you got headphones on and y'all listening to shit. I know they're not on. I know you're just trying to ignore me. Ignore me and try to hit that freaking put your scan thing in and go on the machines and top block me on the machines. So I know who y'all are, right? Bullshit.
Jose came to play today.
No doubt about that. What do you say, Kevon? When you hold the door for someone and they don't thank you, does that upset you?
It really doesn't. It's just like it just shows me the type of person you are. Like
Are you serious?
But like it really doesn't bother me. It's like at the end of the day, I was being a gentleman and I'm holding the door, so I'm really just concerned that I'm doing the right thing. I'm not concerned with what they're doing.
I know Kevon is not gonna say nothing. He opens his door and they're just gonna walk by him. Kevon's just gonna play that Nickelback "You Remind Me of." Keep it moving. He wants to say something, but he's not. He's like, "You remind me," and then keep it moving.
You remind me.
No, listen, you know what the proper response is when you hold the door and somebody doesn't thank you? You say, "You're welcome."
You're welcome.
Passive aggression. All right, okay.
But you also got to remember when you're gonna come back, they're gonna try to come back. So you got to have something right after you welcome.
Slam the door in their face.
No, I mean you're gonna cuss them out. They're gonna say something stupid right back or give you a dirty look. You're gonna be like,
yeah, that's happened.
Properly.
When I was working at Kohl's at the front register, I helped somebody and they didn't thank me. And I was really upset and I yelled, "You're welcome." 30 minutes later, have our manager Nicole, "Matt, I need to talk to you." Did you yell "You're welcome" to this customer? I said, "Yeah," because they didn't thank me. Then I got yelled at.
I remember you telling me that story. That was funny.
And to this day, I will hold that grudge, whoever that person is. Snitched on me. You had enough time to snitch and take the time to go write a bad survey about me, but you couldn't just say thank you. Shows the type of person you are.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Are dogs the ultimate chick magnet?
I'm guilty of doing that. With my husky.
You got a dog.
Yeah, but
it works.
But it works. But is it the ultimate?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like if your dog is not well trained, it goes the other way.
The ultimate is like you said, a fat wallet.
Actually, fat wallet and being funny. Those are your only two options.
Undefeated.
Yeah, money is definitely undefeated. The dog thing, like, imagine you got a dog, but he like doesn't listen to you at all. So now, like, trying to get the dog to listen, he's just not. He's jumping all over everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that could end up going the other way. Someone be like, "What? The dog is cute, but that's a whole mess that I don't want to deal with." So I think the dog could backfire on you. Like you said, a wallet full of money will never backfire on you.
Yeah.
Unless you stole it or something and you get arrested on something. But other than that,
purse is full.
If it's your money and no one's gonna take it from you, then that's definitely the undefeated answer there.
That's funny. I have one. Dolo submitted this question.
Okay.
So the one of the co-producers, and he's in charge of all social. He wanted me to ask this, and this is for specific people. But here's what Dolo wanted to know: why can't I like another girl's pic on social media if I have a girlfriend?
This feels very personal, Dolo. This feels like you had an issue. I don't think that's a steadfast rule, to be honest with you. But obviously, if your girlfriend's not okay with it, then that's why. Duh. I mean, put two and two together.
You liked her pic? Divorce.
I wouldn't. That's an argument that you don't want. I wouldn't do it.
Depends on the girl too.
Yeah, it depends how ugly she is. It depends how ugly Dolo's girlfriend is. If she ugly, then it's like you asking for trouble.
Oh man!
I actually meant what I meant more was like if you are friends with somebody and you like they graduated from like college and you like that, and your girlfriend has a problem with that. That's probably like something that you guys discuss. Like, why do you care about that? But if after graduation, this girl who you don't even know that well goes to like, the Dominican Republic to celebrate and you like all of her pictures on the beach, then I could see why your girlfriend might dislike that you did that. So it depends on context is everything, but I will say that the answer is because your girlfriend presumably
is ugly.
You like her. Presumably you like her, right? And
presumably
she's asked you not to do something, and you should not do it because she asked you not to.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a story. I dated this girl, a fat girl, because she had money. And I liked every girl's pic on social media because I'd rather fuck them than my girlfriend. Because I was just there for the freaking free Jordans and the free gas rides.
Free Jordans.
So I know firsthand if they got issues of you liking other girls' pics is because they're insecure and they know and you know that your girl's ugly.
To clarify, though, Jose, in this scenario, you did actually want to sleep with all of the other women. So she was right.
Well, Corey, I'm not going to deny. Of course, she's right. I'm not going to like some ugly chick's pic. I don't get a hard on for her.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She was right to be upset.
So every girl that listens to this right now should know if your guy liking other girl's pic is because he's thinking about it, period. Because he ain't freaking liking a fat girl's pic. First day at the gym, guys. No, that's not happening.
I just think you made a very clear case for the girls out there.
Well,
I think you've actually hurt Dolo because now his girl is.
Wait, I want to make it clear. Dolo doesn't date anyone. He doesn't date anyone. He
the
just
fictional
wanted to ask the
girlfriend.
question.
Yeah. Dolo's fictional girlfriend is gonna be looking at this now.
Yes, Dolo. If you're a girl talking to a girl and she's fat and she's listening to this podcast, I'm sorry. I am freaking sorry.
I think Jose has proven the point for women that if your guy is liking a lot of pictures of a lot of women, that could mean there's a conversation that you all need to have.
Right. Or you know what? Go to the gym. Break up with your boyfriend or sign up for a gym and keep him. Either or. It's up to you.
Or do both. Break up with your boyfriend and go to the gym.
Yeah, tell him to go fuck off and then you know what?
Or do neither.
Lose or just be miserable. Watch Ellen. I don't give a shit.
You added miserable. You just said in your case she had the money and the Jordans. How miserable was she?
Well, I kept the Jordans, so I'm pretty good.
Listen, are you a cool person if you have a very loud car stereo?
No, you're an annoying person.
What's this, early 2000s?
Like it's
back to Fast and the Furious?
I see no connection.
The peace.
I see no connection between those two things. So I'm going to say I agree with everybody else. No.
I don't know, man. The way these people want you to know what they're listening to and see how cool they are.
I suppose. It's never Nickelback. I know that.
Well,
you know what it probably is? It's a song. It's a corny song. And something that's just really silly. Pause really quick.
Yeah, whatever stupid else.
Guess we're just going on a quick break again due to some technical difficulties.
What then is your favorite song or artist to listen to in your car, Jose?
Right now, you can't go wrong with either Bad Bunny, or who's hot right now? Drake.
Okay, he's got a concert.
Whatever.
For it.
Yeah, so
as long as you're playing popular songs, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I can't play Dingle Hunko Bingo. Or what's that funny guy who's
that sounds like one of those Vikings that was taking on the ladies.
Yeah.
So if I go to a very crowded, popular place, it's just Friday night. I'm trying to look cool while people are going to do cool things. I can't roll down the windows and play like John Cena. The time is now.
You could do the right crowd.
I mean, you can.
And somebody's like, "Man, I want to fuck him."
Yeah, that's not happening, kid. Right now.
If only I could see him.
Yeah, the only time you play that shit is right outside of Monday Night Raw. Then you might have a shot.
That's the safe place to play it.
That's the only place you can play it.
I'm sorry, you saw that African Nation video where
That
these
wasn't
guys
real. That wasn't
leading
real.
a revolution, and he played "The Time Is Now" right after perfectly.
That was a
One
fan
of the-
edit.
I don't care. We're gonna pretend it's real for history's sake. That was just so. Just that gave me
Africa making a
goosebumps.
comeback.
Oh man. When you get friend zoned, should you go out to the bar with your ex to show how much of a loyal friend you are?
What?
Basically,
Why
I'm
am I
asking,
bringing-
is it okay to still hang out with your ex even though you've broken up and hang
Yes.
out platonically? And maybe she'll help you. She'll be your wingman.
Okay, first of all, it depends on who broke up with who. Two, I won't. I'm friends with 90% of my exes, but I don't become friends with them right away. Like I have to move on to the next chick before I even think about it.
Yep. It's a
Yeah,
good strategy.
yeah. You can be friends with your exes if you guys are on good terms. Like Jose said, like after it's kind of faded the relationship, I don't think it's a problem to hang out with an ex. I mean, like right away might be weird. Like let's
Right.
break up, but also let's go to the bar. Like that's weird.
Yeah,
Give
why would I
yourself
go
some time.
to?
How do I talk to this guy?
Right, like
Why-
give yourself some time.
For
And
sure.
then,
I
by
agree.
the way, let's say you guys get twisted. Like you go. Why would you go? First of all, why? That's the worst idea in the world. To take your ex to the bar. You guys get fucked up together. Take her home and fuck her without a condom. And guess what? You got this chick that you just dumped 2 months ago. You got her pregnant. Now you stuck with this chick for 18 years of hell. Why would I do that?
And this feels like another very personal experience.
It's not. I mean, it was close, but it was. Thank God it didn't happen. But I'm just saying. That's the worst mistake. You wait like 8 months and you make sure you have rubbers with you at all times. But other than that, no. Hell no.
But the main answer I feel like is you can hang out with your ex. Yes.
You can hang out and give us 6 months. Like give us some
Right.
time.
I say 2 years, but yes.
2 years? What
I'm kidding. I'm
it's
kidding. I'm
been a
kidding.
while.
6
Wanna hang
months
out?
is a good number. Yes, it is. I do think so.
6
Definitely need time
months
as a
and-
healer.
Right. Time, you don't give a fuck anymore. You keep it moving. You guys kind of slowly drifted away. If you're both single, you might get a free blowjob. And so at the end, it's just 6 months. Just like they like you, they care about. They still have that caring feelings, and you might get something at the end.
Ain't no way.
Like a friend, Jose. Maybe
Well,
just a friend.
Yeah, like a friendly hand job. Who knows?
A friendly hand job, friendly kiss.
You know, yeah, that too. Maybe you
That
can
too.
rekindle shit. You never know. I'm just saying.
Absence
Yeah,
makes the heart grow fonder, they said.
exactly.
Now let me ask: when you are dating somebody, right,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a straight guy friend, are you concerned?
No, because then I'll have a straight girlfriend.
And we'll do like hang out get dinner together.
So I'll be honest. I was the straight guy friend for my wife. There are like 4 guys from her hometown who feel incredibly vindicated now that we're married because we were both up and down like, don't worry about it. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. We told 4 different people that. Obviously, that was untrue.
Well, guys, you heard it first.
So I must say, I'm usually the level-headed guy here, married, the tame one. But I will say, if she has a straight guy friend, don't be weird about it. No, seriously, don't be weird about it because one of early on, we were not actually dating. We had never even thought about it. We had really kind of just met each other in college, and she had a boyfriend, my wife, who was weird about it, and we were really not doing anything. And he was just being super sus the whole time. We're like, dude, chill out. And he ended up breaking up with her for no reason, based on that. There was nothing going on. Right, but he dropped it on his own. There was nothing there. He didn't catch anything. He was wrong 100%. So don't be weird about it because you're gonna end up ruining the relationship for sure. But maybe look at how much they're hanging out, and if you feel like you're maybe the third wheel in your relationship, You might be, and then you got to be like, listen, I feel like the third wheel in my relationship. Should I be worried? And then you got to do what's best for you. Everyone's got to do what's best for them at the end of the day. Don't stay in a situation just because, you know. So I will say that.
I love your advice. I just because now I heard your story, ain't no way effing hell I'm gonna let my girl be friends with a straight dude unless this guy's 300 pounds, maybe missing an arm or some shit. It ain't happening.
What do you say, Kevon?
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me. It's like American Idol. It's a no for me.
A resounding no on the behalf of all men.
Now, how would you answer? Oh, it's okay. He's okay. He doesn't like me. Blah blah blah.
Just imagine you got at the bar and it's just y'all three together, and the girl comes up to you, is like, "Hey, you know what? I want to fulfill one of my fantasies." You're like, cool. What kind of fantasy is this? Threesome. And in the back of your mind, it's like, we can get another girl. It's like, no, my best friend.
Oh,
yep, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
hell no. Then you know something. That's the biggest red flag. You hit the escape button and you be out. Quick.
Like I said, everyone should leave a relationship if they're unhappy. So to answer your question, Matt, if they're like, no, it's not a problem. Like there's nothing going on. You heard them, and if you trust them, then trust them, right? Like, all right, cool, whatever. If you don't trust them, or if you're not comfortable, be like, well, listen, I'm not loving it, so we gotta go. You shouldn't be like, don't make people. But I'll say this: don't make people pick. Like if someone's got a friend, they got a friend for a long time, and you're uncomfortable.
right?
Like that's a you thing. If you think that she's gonna cheat on you, then fine, maybe she is. But like, you just leave. Don't be like, change your complete life for me. Like no, if you're not comfortable, find someone who's gonna make you comfortable. Don't try and morph something that's not going to work into something that's going to work, because then it's just not going to work anyway. And now you're both miserable. Like no reason for everyone to be miserable. Just clean break. Be like, well, I'm not comfortable with this, so I'm out. Like Shark Tank. For that reason, I'm out and move on. Don't make people change stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I guess but it also depends. If your girl's best friend looks like fucking Brad Pitt, you know what? You just get out the relationship. Now, if it's some if it's some fat guy named Morgan, I think you're overthinking it. Might as well stay.
What if it's a fat guy, but his name is Brad Pitt?
Does he look like Brad Pitt?
Sure, but bigger.
No. Hell, nah. We mean like big as in like 300 pounds big, or big as in like he goes to the gym a lot big?
Be honest, you lost me at straight, because like, because like if I find her, if she's attractive to me, why wouldn't she be attractive to him?
Come on,
sure.
Kevon.
I mean, I've been friends with straight girls that I wasn't attracted to.
Kevon,
were they not attractive?
I mean, other people find them attractive.
But they
have partners. I just wasn't into it.
And you just didn't find them attractive.
No, that wasn't the relationship I wanted with them. Like that's not how I thought about it.
That's interesting.
You can definitely do that. Don't listen to them, internet. You can definitely do that.
No, all right.
I'm breaking down male stereotypes.
You know what? I'll help him out real quick. Kevon, if your girl is best friends with a fat guy that's obese that needs insulin, can't get his shit up, you wouldn't let her be friends with him?
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, see, there we go. All right.
So wait, hold on. So you're gonna check everyone's insulin levels before you can get them to be friends? Nah, that's too much.
You damn right. I need to see the doctor report. I need to know that you can eat Blue Chew or some shit if it ain't happening.
Don't listen to them, internet. You can have friends of the opposite gender and just not be attracted to them. Just don't do it.
You know what? You're right. You listen to him. You listen to him. And guess what?
That's the only way that works.
Hold on. Guess what? You listen to him, and guess what? 3 months later, you're gonna be listening to fucking Nickelback way down the road. All right? Because you about to find out she cheated.
Happily married. One of the two.
All right, there you go. It's gonna end in one of two ways: happily married, or go and listen to Nickelback with Matt down the street of the car.
That's the gamble. Hey, no, you're right. That's the gamble. Everyone's got to take the gamble. That's the gamble.
I tell you this: her shit gotta be good as hell to take that gamble, because this is a lot of wasted time. I see.
You guys are funny. This is a good one. How many dates do you have to go on before you are considered dating someone? I say it's more of a time frame, but like I think if you constantly see someone for a month, that's considered dating, wouldn't you think?
A month? Hmm. I guess.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is tough. I feel like you just kind of know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no, not really. Because if you're not okay, so I'm doing this through experience. I never bring up the word like we're dating when I'm going out with a girl because it's like makes it official, and I'm kind of like, oh shit, I'm fucked in that position where I can constantly go out and smash or whatever, and I can just leave it as it is. It feels like it's dating, but it's not because then you got that out where technically you didn't make it official, or be like, well, I'm not sure of things. So it depends. For me, I'll tell you, like probably like 4 months in, if I'm still in the game, if I'm still hitting it.
At some point, you get maybe it's 4 months in, maybe it's later, maybe it's sooner. You've been seeing this person for a while, and you're like, I feel like we're dating. And right around that time is usually when you talk about like, what are we? It's weird because it always happens the same way. Like it's like both of you almost have the feeling at the same time, at least in my experiences. Like it happens at the same time. It's not like one person has it and like has to bring it up and like it becomes weird. So I would say like when you catch the vibe of like, I feel like we're dating now, that's probably around the time you were really like officially dating.
Right. Plus, I mean, everybody's different because, like, for Kevon's like, damn, we went to the movies. That's $24. Popcorn $10. I spent $50 on that date, and then on date number 2, you probably was like, damn, I took this chick to McDonald's. We went like $12 on some freaking dollar menu stuff, and it's like by the time you hit $100, come out like, all right,
we're dating. Yeah, it's a dollar. A dollar.
Talking about.
I already spent $100. We're dating. I just spent $12.99 on condoms. All right, we're good to go.
It's a dollar amount. It's a dollar amount.
And maybe Matt's like the day I realized I don't need to wear a condom. Yeah, it's official.
Everybody's got to be comfortable at that point. As long as you're the exclusive part.
That's true. Everyone.
As long as if you're exclusive at that point, I think it's fair. And then everything right. is taken care of for reproductive reasons, if you know what I'm getting at. And again, once everybody's okay. And
yeah, exactly. When you consent and you're willing to take that 50-50 chance and you're okay with it, all right, then you're dating.
What about the times that you didn't? That you just when you went in when you just ran right in the you ran right in the battlefield right away.
Then you're a damn idiot.
What?
Well, then you're an idiot. But
the P.
To make the girl like I'll make it Facebook official, but you know how you can hide the post so she's the only one that can see it. So nobody sees it. So I ain't gonna lie, I've done that a couple of times where I just put it like Facebook official, but if you look, she's the only one that can see it. And then she probably like, why does nobody like it? And I'll just tell her everybody's hating. That's it. It's just people hating.
Just haters.
Those are haters not liking our posts. She's like, okay.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Hate us because they ain't us.
You see how happy we are.
But yeah, I know the internet closed on me really quick, but when we were talking about
We just assumed that you went to go talk to that girl you were with last night. It's like,
Boy, I wish. It's been a slow few months, to be honest. But that's why I
with that
tried.
mustache, with that mustache you got on, looking like Magnum PI, my dude, you better hit that club this weekend.
Well, funny you say that. So yes, I got the mustache look. I started it on Saturday. I was having a very slow time with dating apps, and then once I introduced this, bam, I got
Of course,
more likes than ever.
Yeah. You see that mustache? You see how diesel that is? That's like a rug muncher ready to go.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I really am. Especially going into the fall, with the football season, and then we have some more more of these shows. I'm really excited, and that's the main thing. Just going over the brand new look, and who knows what might happen in the future. So I'm very excited.
What they call it, Movember, whatever.
Movember, yeah, I did it a little
like
early.
the no shave November.
But yeah, the mustache Novembers. But I'm keeping this. It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, especially a Jose endorsement is a very valuable one.
Listen, I'm ready to go to clubs with this Matt.
Yeah,
this Matt with the mustache. We ready to be out.
Yes,
mustache,
sir.
Man.
A quick question, and I for a quick second I had the soul patch. I decided to shave it off. Should I just keep it here?
Nah,
don't soul patch.
I
like this and the soul patch. Like just keep it like this. Like keep it like this.
Yeah, it's the mustache.
Thank you. So just a couple more questions. One, I'm just gonna have this for the hell of it. What is the greatest moment in WWE history?
Oh, Jesus.
And it's probably when
you give me some stupid shit. Go ahead.
I'm genuinely trying to give a good answer on this.
Let's hear your answer.
Or should I do just
I know the greatest moment.
I was gonna say
when Triple H put it in Katie Vick, you know what I mean?
Oh no!
No, it's when
that's as bad as it gets for all entertainment.
People listening, you don't even have 10 minutes. It's got to be like less than a minute response time tonight for Jose. That's what it has to be. I'm gonna go with something else.
It's definitely
just look it up, Katie Vick, for those who are serious.
I'm gonna say Kofi Mania.
Really?
Booker T.
With Booker T.
Booker T.
Booker T.
Booker T had Booker T. I'll give you this. Booker T had one of the funniest moments on Raw. With the with the Stone Cold in the supermarket.
Oh yeah.
Price
check on a bitch.
That's up there. That's gotta be top 5.
That's a really good one. No, granted, I was there for Kofi Mania, so part of this is just because I got to be in person, but people were really everyone was on board. I've never seen that many people be that excited for somebody in professional wrestling.
More than Daniel Bryan?
I wasn't in New Orleans, so I can't speak to it. But Kofi beat Daniel Bryan in that match, as we all know. And there was not a single person, not even the hardcore guys that were sitting behind me, like the hardcore wrestling fans sitting behind me, were cheering for Bryan. Nobody was cheering for Bryan. Everybody wanted Kofi to win. It was universal. There was no if, and, or but. It was the only time I've ever seen that happen since I've been really following wrestling. Obviously, again, Daniel Bryan's another notable time where that kind of happened with the S movement. So I think it's probably close, but I think Kofi Mania also, again, historic. There hasn't been that many black world champions in WWE. So Kofi Mania. That's what I'm going for.
Well, that's going to change with LA Knight's the champ. Yeah.
That's not happening. Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
Oh,
I think you said greatest WWE moment.
Yeah. The greatest moment in WWE history. I was going to say when Hulk body slammed Andre.
See, I would go there, but then you need realistically it has to be WrestleMania 1.
Because without
WrestleMania 1, yeah.
Without WrestleMania 1, there wouldn't be where we are. It wouldn't be Hulk body slamming. It wouldn't be Kofi Mania. It wouldn't be anything because Vince McMahon betted everything. He bet the house. If that would have failed, it would have been done.
Would be.
So you got to give the the greatest moment has to be WrestleMania 1. And then for Kevon, Katie Vick. But other than that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
A
I
Booker
don't
T
care
moment, though. A Booker T moment Jose will like because of the mood he's in. Do you remember when it was, I want to say Cyber Sunday. It was champion versus champion versus champion. It was Big Show ECW champion, John Cena world champion, Booker T world heavyweight champion. And he wanted to make an alliance with Cena to take out Big Show, the bigger guy. And John Cena said, I'll do it, but I have to get one night with Sharmell. And so Sharmell starts screaming. He goes, "Baby, I'll take care of this. Just step outside. Step outside. I'll take care of this." He gets
John
in his face,
Cena
goes,
said that?
Yeah, he gets in Cena's face
I don't remember
after
that.
he gets his wife to leave, and he goes, "Just one night." That is your wife.
No, the best Booker T moment was when he was in WCW and he told
WWE. They can't use that one.
He told Hulk Hogan, I'm not gonna say it, but it come with the N-word, but he got balls to put that on live TV, and you just saw his face after he said it. He put his head down. He knew he effed up so badly.
Carmelo Hayes just did it too. I don't know if you guys watch NXT.
Yeah, I saw
he
that.
Just had 2 weeks ago. He did a contract signing for the match he had last night against Wes Lee, and he dropped it as well. And then he went to Twitter and he tweeted a picture of Booker T and WCW.
That's good PR right there.
Yeah. So Carmelo Hayes just let that fly by accident in a contract signing not too long ago.
All right, 2 more questions and then we'll wrap up this first edition. But this was really good. We have to do more of these, don't you think?
I like it.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what is your go-to dance move on the dance floor to make you cool?
The 2-step.
Well, you need somebody else with that.
Trying to make me look cool is putting lipstick on a pig, so I don't really have an answer to this. I just let the music take me.
You know, this is the perfect one. Who's the homeboy AEW that does that stupid ass dance?
Oh, Daniel Garcia with the.
That's what you have to do.
That's my new shit at the club, ladies. Like, get in here.
You know what's funny about that? Like, if you really do have the courage, like by yourself and doing your own thing, you will grab attention.
If I see a dude do that stupid ass dance at the club, you got balls, and I'm buying you a drink just for that shit.
What if you're like one of the most famous like guys in the world? Like if Timothy Chalamet did it, then it'll be fashionable.
I have a sinking suspicion Timothy Chalamet has my rhythm, and so I don't think he could do it very well.
No, man, that dude is from NY. He can dance.
Listen, ain't he smashing? What's her name?
One of the Jenners.
Yeah.
Really?
Who gives a shit how he dances? He's matching the best one out of all of them.
That's why I'm not critiquing
Kendall,
anybody. But...
Which one? Kendall, Kyrie? I mean,
no. Kendall's with Bad Bunny.
Okay, then the other
Kendall's
one.
with Bad Bunny.
Kylie then?
Kylie, yes.
Good for
him.
Smashing
that.
Since when?
Yeah.
I don't know, the other day.
Since he received the golden ticket. You know what I mean?
Since that Willy Wonka contract.
He's like, I got to go to pussy. There you go.
Okay, my and the go-to dance move. I mean, have you guys seen Saturday Night Fever?
John Travolta?
Yeah. You have?
Yeah. But who?
I think everybody has.
Awesome movie. Awesome movie. A little darker than you'd think, but it's an awesome movie. And like, so basically there's two pretty much, despite the whole movie surrounded by dancing, there's really only 2 scenes there in the dance club. And then the first one, when he's dancing, You Should Be Dancing. Like, that is one of my dream moments in life that I just will go and just go ham like John Travolta in the You Should Be Dancing scene in Saturday Night Fever. No matter what kind of song it is. Specifically, I like that. Okay. Not to contradict myself.
Unfortunately,
like
man, there's no disco anymore, Matt. No disco.
Well, I'll just do it at the local bar club. Like
you want to know? You know, so funny. I had the same dream, but for Napoleon Dynamite.
I do the Napoleon Dynamite. What is
Doing
the
the thing
name
he
of that
does
song? Yeah.
he does at the auditorium. There you go.
What is the name of that song?
I don't even know.
Me and Matt. Matt could be the little Spanish dude, whatever his name is. We just
Pedro?
rocking it out. Pedro, you were just rocking out with that
Vote for
sexy
Pedro.
mustache he has on. It's a wrap, Matt. It's a wrap. We get it.
All right. That actually, we're gonna finish with 2 questions because that kind of relates, and I'll tell you why. So, if you see somebody famous, is it okay to approach them and they're not eating dinner?
Sure.
Like say, hey, can I have a picture? Hey, what's up? Big fan.
I met Maury Povich. I approached him.
Really? How'd that happen?
I went to go see Steve, and he was like downstairs getting like a COVID test or something like that in this little small room.
So you bothered him. You bothered him while you a fucking toothpick up his nose.
No. It was as he was coming out, and then like he like shook my hand, and I was like, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, hopefully he washed his hand. You don't know where his hands went.
No, we all had to get like the COVID test before we could go into the studio.
Yeah, we did that when we went to SNL. Same thing. We had to take the COVID test. I think it's fine. Obviously, they might just say no. You gotta be okay with that.
The rejection that I will forever remember is not worth it. Like I need to get on their level first, but to say hi. Like,
you know who we don't Matt from that video you sent me earlier. I know who not to approach. Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
He'll clock it as soon as you see it. He'll be like,
his spidey sense was real.
There's 2 people I know for a fact that are dicks that I will not. The guy from that '70s show and Brock Lesnar.
Grace?
Yeah, no, Topher Grace and fucking Brock Lesnar, because they both will look at you fucking funny and just walk away. Look at you stupid.
Really? I saw Topher
apparently isn't that way.
There's a video of a little at the airport, a little girl, probably like 6 or 7, wanted to go and shake hands. This brother just whooped and just kept it moving and just stood there. And this little girl just standing there till the parents was like, just come back.
Maybe he was a heel at the time. He was playing the gimmick. I've seen him be nice to people.
All right.
You know. Anyway,
I guess because I'm a wrestling fan, I don't mark out. So even if when I go to New York and I see them like right next to me and shit, I just pretend I don't know who the fuck they are. Like I give 2 shits. What I'm gonna do? Unless I know I'm gonna smash or some shit, and they're like, "Hey, let me go suck your dick." I'm not gonna go fucking introduce myself to them. Fuck them.
Has that happened to you, Jose? Have you been in that situation where a celebrity was like, "Actually, I want to hook up with this guy that came up to me"?
Yeah, but it was with my boy Ken Purchell.
Cat money. All right, the final. Oh, you're see.
No, you're good.
All right, one last question. Then we'll finish this episode. So, okay, it's another dating one, and everything's all good. What should the first date be? Should it be a drink? Should it be the movies? Should it be dinner? Should it be milkshakes? Should it be a dance contest? I don't know.
Who the fuck goes for milkshakes? Like, hey,
I did that one.
You know what?
Even Beaver out there.
That's screaming, hey, I'm broke and I just want to see if I feel you so I can ghost you later. Let me take you for a milkshake. and you ghost that chick, huh? Don't lie. What happened to the girl at the fucking Shake Shack or wherever the fuck you took her?
Jose, look, I met a chick once. Like I wanted to go to New York for like to the museum, and she actually mentioned we could go to a coffee shop, which I was like surprised.
A coffee shop is different from a shake. So you get shake in and out. Coffee. No, because when you're at a coffee, you sit down, you're actually conversating while you wait for your coffee, you get your coffee, and you're not drinking it really fast.
Right.
Like you're sipping on it. Right. With a shake, it's like, damn, this shit blazing, and you're just sucking on that bad boy while you listen to talk, like you give a shit. But really in your head, it's like, damn, this strawberry shake is blazing right now. You ready? Like I said, Matt, tell us what happened to that girl. I bet you ghost that girl.
After
that date.
Unfortunately, I had to.
those are the suspect. Like, I'm gonna for all the girls out there. If a guy offer you, like, hey, let's get a milkshake, it's because we not sure. We suspect of you.
Oh, no.
It's like we might not be interested. We might not even want to screw you, but we're just gonna, you know what? Like, let's just take a seat. It's 30 minutes of my time, and we find out and keep it moving. And then if you got ghosted, you know it's your fault.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jose is right.
Yes.
I think like the first date depends on kind of where your head's at. If you're like really already into this person, you've been talking for a while, and you want to like, I want to say impress them, like you kind of want to make a good impression, then yeah, by all means, you're going to dinner. Like that's pretty much what you're doing, and probably drinks afterward if we're being like if you're really trying to go for it, right? But if you don't really know, like yeah, then you know, okay, like coffee or something low stakes, like a shake. Where you can just kind of like spend a little time, hear a little bit, and make a decision. So it really depends. Like when I would go on coffee dates, it was genuinely because I wasn't sure if I was interested. It was just like, all right, well, we're gonna go. And
Interested
get
enough to
coffee.
at least do this.
It's like it also is like if you're willing. All right, so like, depending on the conversation with this girl, you've been talking to her for like a week, and you're totally vibing off the text message or phone or however you communicate, and it's really going well. Then you probably will have dinner. You probably have dinner around like 6, 7 o'clock at night, right? And then you pretty much gonna spend like an hour and a half conversating, getting to know, kind of feeling the vibe from there. And then after that, if you guys are really feeling each other, you probably be like, hey, let's go after and get some drinks, right? Then you're gonna get drinks, and then you kind of loosen up a little bit more or whatever. And then that's when you be like, hey, you know what? There's a Super 8 down the street.
Super.
do we really want to end the night? And usually they'd be like, yeah, you know what? How about a Motel 6 to keep the lights on for us? And you're like, you know what? Why not? I can splurge the extra $6. Why not? And get in there and get it done.
Well, again, you definitely took it all the way. I'm gonna say I agree with the beginning. It absolutely it depends on what it is you're looking for. If honestly, if it's a Tinder date and it's your first date and you really just want to get to the Motel 6, like that's really the goal, then you're not even going to dinner. You'll be like, yo, I'm going here, let's get drinks. Like you're just starting there. You know
right.
You're not going to dinner if you don't care at all about that part of it.
Let me add, if you're really, really interested, you're not gonna take her to a Motel 6. You'll take her to like a DoubleTree. You know what I mean? You'll splurge. And all my people, all my dudes out there, you get a nice Motel 6 account, you can save 15% off every time you get a stay. So it goes from like $100 to like $85. All right, be smart.
Get an account.
Just get an account with a Super 8 or Motel 6 account.
Hey, no way.
I used to work for a personal finance company, and I used to write about like ways to save money, right? This is when I learned. Again, I did this for a year. This right now is when I learned that Motel 6 even had a rewards account.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know what that means for you, Jose. I don't have all the answers.
Means after my 5th stay, I get the 6th night free. So you know what I mean?
Yo.
Fair point.
So one of you girls out there might be the lucky number 6 for me.
Oh my god!
Can I ask a question though? Bonus question for this. Say when it comes to in this, so say you really do like this person, like I want to try to date her for real.
Right.
Are you going on after the 3rd date rule, or is it okay if it is right away the first one or the second?
You talking about sleeping with a girl? The 3-day, like after?
Yeah, like if you actually like them and want to date.
What are we, the 1960s?
No, if you actually like them, my opinion, I'll let Jose get to his whatever this is going to be in a second. If you actually like them, then there is no right time or wrong time. It's just the time. Like you're not counting. You're not gonna be like, okay, it's been 3 dates, now it's allowed. Like, yeah, that's some 1960s, Hallmark movie nonsense. Like if you really like someone and after the first date, that's just where the night goes. And that's where the night goes. Like, don't worry about it. But if you really like someone and you're interested in the first date and they're not, I mean, if you really like them, you'll just shut up and wait for the next time, because pushing someone to try and do that is going to ruin your relationship one way or the other. Maybe not right away, but that's not going to work the way you want it to work. So I would say there is no rule. There's no third date rule or anything like that. The rule is everyone's consenting adults. Everyone's into it. That's the time you do it.
And also,
before the first date, it could be pre-date.
And like Larry David said, nothing's better than daytime sex. You have sex and you have the rest of your day to go about. But anyways, and then we'll have Jose.
Well, I want to hear Jose's take on this.
Go ahead, Matt.
The only thing I was just gonna ask, basically, in that situation, and if you're feeling the vibe, like, hey, let's get it on. I usually always like if they insinuated it and like, hey, I want to have sex with you, or I want to do it, like them really implying, instead of you trying to ask and you look stupid and she wasn't ready that time, and then never go talk again.
Who asked? My hand's down her pants, or by the time we get in that car, like it's getting done. Like there's
ask
no like
for
my
what
hands.
Ask
my
for
hands
what you
are,
want.
I mean, obviously she's not stopping me. So if my hands and her vagina's wet as fuck, I mean, it's getting down to business.
I mean, I guess that's a version of you asking.
I mean, obviously, when you're going to
area.
Well, yeah, when you go on the second base and shit, when you're making the fuck out in the car, to all my Westport Ave at the movie theater, you're making out in the car, and you're grabbing her breast, and she ain't stopping. You're like, all right, well, let's keep it going. Let's see how far it can go. And then you're going down there, and she still ain't stopping you. And you see how that shit's just dripping down your hands. You're like, all right, there's only one way we're gonna go with this. It's time to go for a home run. You know what I mean?
If you're listening, you have less than a minute tonight, folks.
Well,
when Jose messages you, you need to just have I need you to, what's it called? Mentalist this. I need you to think it before it comes so you can be ready. He needs this.
Listen, when I send you my cock pic, I'm
getting it?
You got like two. Oh. No, you ain't kidding. I mean, unless you want, I'll give 2 fucks. But
no, I'm good.
But them bitches, if I send you something, I'm better not make them wait 5 minutes, because then you done it.
I will say though, in terms of it sounds like you're asking, should you let them make the first move? Yes. I don't think it's a problem to ask for what you want. However we want to do that, Jose. I'm not going to quibble about how we ask.
Okay.
I think there's a specific way that would be better, but
I think no bullshit. Me not fucking around. I'm gonna be the real honest, like how I would do it. Like me not bullshitting that. So usually what I do is like, all right, so I'll tell you the last girl, first date I smashed. So we went to see a movie, we bullshit, we had fun, and then we kind of just chilled
curious,
in the car
what movie?
and talked. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Whatever the last one.
The third
whatever
one?
Whatever that shit was.
All right, cool.
So we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever, and then we kind of it was late, it was 11, 12 o'clock, we got out, and we kind of chilled in the car and whatever, and we were just making out and shit. Kind of like one thing was kind of like, I was respectful, be like, listen, I had a wonderful night, blah, 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 I'm gonna go. Once the girl's like, oh, do you have to go now? Once she says that, I'm like, no, I guess I'm staying. So you kind of just stay and you kind of fill out and you kind of do whatever, and you kind of like, well, is there something you want to do? Is there somewhere you want to chill? Or whatever. Usually the girl will be like, we can come to my place. Cool. We can go to the back of the North Mall. Cool. Whatever. Like you do something. So you kind of feel like she's already giving you all the signals to fucking go. She's like the guy from the airport with the 2 fucking cones. Like, land in there. Just land in the vagina. Like you're basically giving her every out to end the night. Like without saying it. You don't have to be blatant like, hey, well, I gotta go or whatever. If you want to still and don't want to look desperate, give her the option of staying or not. She'll give it, like, she'll tell you if she wants to end the night, she has no problems to end the night, and you'd be like, all right, keep it moving, done. But if she's willing, they'll be like, hey, why you gotta go? Or hey, you can stay. I got nothing to do. I got a babysitter for the end of the night. I was like all right, pay this chick off. So I'm like, all right. Oh, there's a Motel 6 or where like you get when she's like, where you want to go, then that's when you bring it up. But other than that, it's like without being like, hey, you want to do it, you can just give her the
Yeah,
option that on her
obviously.
terms.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
Unless you're a
her term,
sophomore in high school, you shouldn't just say it out
right?
loud. That'd be weird. But yes, you should. If you want something, you could again. Both this goes for both sides, by the way. If you're at that phase, like where you don't, no one wants to leave yet, like yeah, both sides should be kind of making it obvious what they want to happen. You could skip a bunch of steps if both people are putting it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
In my
but most
opinion.
guys nowadays, and I can't. Kevon can answer. Can all agree that at the end of the day, we're not going to say no to pussy. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Even
know
Matt.
that.
So it's realistically the girl, because the girl's the one that I want to maintain my image. Like in society today, guys are just known as dogs. Or you're either respectful gentleman or you're a dog, either or. But realistically, every
Thank you.
guy's like is not gonna give up a chance on getting laid. Well, girls are more conservative, don't want to be more overthinking of the situation, don't want to be look like a slut, don't want to have the wrong idea, blah blah blah. So you usually kind of wait for them to be the one to give
Yeah.
you the consent.
No, that makes
Like
sense.
Kevin, unless you're Matt, where they're just jumping all over his face, and then he's
Yeah, with
like
a mustache.
with
Right?
that mustache, and like or Kevin with his milkshake dates. You never know. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
Takes him to
yeah,
Starbucks because he doesn't have to pay. That's actually
Yeah, right.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
even
He
better.
doesn't debate.
That would be a G. Kevin brings a girl on a date to the Starbucks, and you're like, you know what? You're gonna
No,
get
I
that.
wouldn't get it then.
Double.
I wouldn't
You get
Wait,
you
yeah.
get charged double, triple.
Hey, you get triple, but you might. You good enough? You can flip it into a threesome. Fuck it right in the back of the fucking Starbucks.
Oh man, Kevon, is there anything else you want to add to this part of the convo?
Don't listen to Jose.
Kevin's just hoping the Starbucks girl ain't listen to this.
Oh man, this was a fun one, guys. This was great, and we're gonna definitely do it again very, very soon. But that's another episode of this podcast. The questions episode was a success, and I definitely learned a lot. I'm sure you guys did too.
I bet
Yeah.
they did.
Been a
All right.
pleasure.
Jose, Ryan, and Kevon, great work. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
All right, see ya.
Peace.